Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of the Sim to Glory here, right on Dexterity Box. Let's pretend it's not been many months since the last Sim to Glory and just carry straight on with it. Okay, so we are in the championship now with an absolutely insane team. As you can remember from the last episode, quick spoiler warning, go watch that episode. Signed many players on free transfers that are now joining the team. Look at that, Mkhitaryan is coming into the side. I'm not too sure this formation works, so we might do a little bit of a jiggle of the formation later on. But we have got some quality players for the championship. This team should be actually Operation Boss the League, to be honest. We've got players such as Jota coming in. When I remember scouting him a long time ago and thinking, it wasn't a long time ago in the terms of the series, but a long time ago and thinking, I know he's late 70s, but he's actually 83 overall. What a signing. He has been on a free. We're just trying to shore up this defence a little bit. I'm not too sure, you know, we've got the right sort of defence for this league. I know you can get away with lower end 70s, but to get up, I would like to look a little bit better in the future. And I've realised that we've not actually got much in defensive depth. We've got Rojo, 80, 75 Ayala, whatever I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I've said that right in the past. But in terms of the actual backup defenders, we're a little bit on the lower side, so I will be looking at getting some defenders to grow. We obviously send a load of scout reports out at the start of the season even, you know, actual words coming out of my mouth would be great. But we've got Mignolet in goal. A lot of these won't be available for the tournament. We've obviously got Krul, who's kind of surplus to requirements, so I'm going to try and ship a few of these players out. We've got a decent side, though, for the championship. We've got more transfer offers coming in with a transfer budget increase, so we can do a little bit of business this season. I don't know if we'll do too much permanent business, but I am kind of enjoying this kind of free transfer splurge we're going on at the minute, so we will potentially have a look for some awesome free transfers come January, because I would like to get in the Premiership next season, and that will be the aim for this episode. We've got offers in for Harper. I think we can keep hold of him, because I actually remember at this point we've got Harper and think, nope, need to put him back in the side because he's got a lot of potential. So this is where I do alter the formation to put Mkhitaryan as a cam and bring Harper into that midfield with Navarez on the wing. We're going into the European International Cup against Portimone. Rojo gets a goal on the 25th, followed by Navarez. Both debut goals for these people. Second half, Navarez gets his second. We're getting nice and into it now. They get one back through Costa, but Stanislas puts it away for us. Nice 4-1 win in the pre-season. We've got offers coming in for Tim Krul, trying to get a little bit more money out of him. Pre-season tournament rages on with a game against Genoa. They go up 1-0. It's going into the second half now. Can we? Oh no, that's 2-0 to them. We are looking not great going into the last 10 minutes, and we have been beaten with a decent side. I know we've got quite a few players on international duty, but that's not what we're wanting. We don't want losses, we want a successful season. It's only a pre-season though, so hopefully this has got no signs. We've got Harper injured early into this match. Jota with his goal. Nice for Jota there. We've got Stanislas coming in, scoring a goal. They claw one back. Can we hold on? Can we get another win in this tournament? We can indeed. That's not a bad turnaround from the last game. We go into the next game in this cup against Buzz. I'm not even going to try. Right, okay. Jota scores, and then it's followed by a Bonnie goal. Rojo picks up a knock. I hope it's nothing too serious. We need him for the rest of the season. Bonnie gets his second. That's a nice, convincing 3-0 win. It's not too serious on Rojo. He won't be out for that long, and we carry on into the cup against Palomero. Bonnie gets an early goal within the opening 20 minutes. That's decent. Can we hold out for this half? We can actually put another one in with Asuro. Asuro is obviously one of our quality players. Hopefully we can grow him a little bit more this season. Mkhitaryan bags for us, giving us a 3-0 win going into the latter stage of this competition. Offers coming in for Bennett. Want to get him out of there, so we will get him for about 1.5 million there. Hopefully we'll get some money from that. Obviously we're looking at other options for the future. Players we can maybe sign on a permanent, players that we can get on frees. Looking at those low contracts from quality players, because I want us to be a good Premiership side if we get there next season. Starting the Championship against West Ham, we have got a fully firing squad with our first teamers back in the squad. Let's see how it goes in the first 10 minutes. It's fairly quiet, nothing much happening. Going into the 20th minute, yet again, still quite quiet. This has been a quiet first half. Can we do anything here? This has been an absolutely boring half by the looks of it. A first half with not much happening. We do a change. We bring on Grigg, we bring on Jota, and we bring on Harper. So we've made our changes, picked up a yellow card, Mkhitaryan, as it's still 0-0 going into the last 10 minutes. Can we do anything here? Come on, let's snatch up. Yes, look at that. Mkhitaryan with his debut goal for the club. We get a 1-0 win in our first match in the Championship. Off to a great start. Trying to do something with our youth team as well here, because I feel like the objectives are clawing out. They want youth. It's low at the minute, but that can be a bit of a curveball if you've not set up a youth team. Thanks, but no thanks, India. Let's keep looking at some players. Get through this early stage within the season. We're looking at more players. Coming up to Middlesbrough here. Can we get a second win in the Championship to start us off very strongly indeed? Let's have a look. So we're going into it. Quiet opening yet again. 10 minutes. But then Clark Salter takes a knock. Mkhitaryan gets a goal throughout the game. That is a completely simulated game that I've clearly skipped there. Apologies. But we win 1-0. Yet again, we're trying to get some players out of there that you'll see on the screen. I'm trying to keep some, trying to get rid of some. There's some that I think have got potential for the future and some not. We're going to go into the Cup here, the League Cup against Carlisle. I've put my B team out. I'm not expecting us to do too much here, but Vargas gets a goal. Obviously, Vargas has been an absolutely quality player for him. It'll be a sad day when he leaves the club because he's done a lot for us in the lower leagues, and he obviously was an early free transfer that we didn't actually get from a club. He was a free agent. He's got a second as well in this cup game, showing that he's still got a stake to be in the squad. We'll definitely keep him in and around the bench because he can score goals for us. 90 minutes, that is a 2-0 win. Not too much damage. Carrying on in the Championship, we're against Charlton here. Alia gets an early goal from centre-back, not bad at all. Navarez gets a second goal in the run-up to the second half, and then Navarez gets his second goal in the second half. We're up 3-0 now. Can we do anything else? 4-0. That's a Navarez hat-trick. What a game from the lad. People want Kyle Norton. I consider it because, to be fair, we could do with getting the money for some future signings here. I'm thinking all about that January transfer window now, so as you can see, we're going through, having a look at players, but I do need someone in defence. Now, Ampadu is a player that I have used in other FIFA career modes. Have we used him in this one? I can't quite remember, but I'm thinking we could bring him in on a loan deal and see if we can just get him in and then in the future maybe develop him a little bit more. We've split the wages 60-40, that's okay, I can live with that. We'll bring him in his good defensive cover because obviously we're picking up injuries. Carrying on into the earlier stage of the season with the match against Brentford here. Mkhitaryan gets an early goal. It looks like HMS Boss the League is in full flow as it looks like we're going to win another game here. Going into Blackburn. Can we do the same here? Williams picks up an early yellow card for them. Not too much happening apart from Bonnie getting a goal on 30 minutes pretty much. Going into the second half, Jota gets a second towards the end of the second half to actually finish it off for us. That is a 2-0 win. Going into another League Cup game here against Rotherham, so we put our B team out. Straight away a goal from Navarez there. They equalise though in Ball, what a player. Into the second half, and we get a goal with Vargas. Vargas yet again showing that he wants to be in that squad. They do equalise 2-2, but we win it on the penalty shootout. That was getting a little bit tetchy there, but we win it 4-3 on pens, and we carry on in the league, and that is with our League Cup even, and that is our B team, so not too bad. Stanislas has sold for 3 million. We've got 2.2 of it in our transfer budget. Carry on into the Championship now, and we're against Swansea, so this could be quite a big match for us. Obviously, Swansea in this version, are they a relegated team? I think they are. I forget when they came down. Jota scores, followed by Navarez. He scores as well in the first half. That was a productive first half. Can we get a goal in the second half here? It's going quite quiet. Some subs are happening. Rojo has obviously picked up that yellow card in the first half. I can't read. It looks like this is going to be a comfortable victory for us. Are they going to pull one back? We get one with Grigg coming on and scoring a penalty. That is a decent win, and we are into transfer deadline day. I'm not expecting too much business today. Maybe some outgoings. Can't really see us needing to buy any players. I'm really happy with the squad that we built in January in the last episode. So we are just going through, and it looks just that. It looks like a very quiet day. We have got a message. Somebody wants to buy Huddleston. He is 34 at 68 overall now. He has been a good servant to us. However, he is out the door. We are going to try and get rid of him. Hopefully he goes. He probably won't go until the end of the window unless these messages contain that he's actually gone and they've agreed it. Let's have a look. No, broken down negotiation, so he's going to be at the team for a little bit longer. Transfer offer for Vargas. I think I'm going to keep hold of Vargas. Transfer offer for Ford. We'll see what happens there. We are top of the league. 18 points. Let's sim it until January and see what happens. I am expecting this team to absolutely boss the championship because we have got a quality side, but it's FIFA. You never quite know their simulation system because it can be a little bit dodgy. Okay, so the 1st of January, before we see anything, we have got a cup game, so we might have to do that before we can see the tables and things. I know I could click into them, but suspense and all that. Let's do some contract negotiation first, though, because there's players I know I want to keep at the club, like Dawson and stuff. He's a young keeper that we brought in from Wednesday, and we want him to be a player at the club for quite some time because he's 71, 26. There's good potential there. He's good just to have as a backup keeper, a third-choice keeper, even if we're in the Premier League. You don't want absolute crap as your third choice because then if you end up with a keeping crisis, you're a bit screwed. We want to keep Ialia. I can't say that name. But just in case the worst has happened and we have had a bit of a downfall and we don't get to the Premiership after this season, he is a solid Championship centre-back and he is only wanting around 13 grand. We're bringing his wages down as he gets older, so I'm happy to bring the wage bill down for the players like that to keep some quality in our squad, but, save us a bit of money. Harper needs a new contract. He's 74 overall now at 21. That's a decent little bit of potential. Let's try and get him on a massive 5-year contract. We're going to try and give him decent wages. Hopefully he doesn't want anything too extreme because we would like to keep him around the club. We offer him 10 grand at 300 grand with a signing bonus. He thinks it's fair. Nice one. I don't really know why I did this. I think I just kept Ford in 28.68. I thought keep him as a sporadic player and then he's just at the club stealing a wage. But can we cut the wages in half? I thought we can do it. He wants 6,000. We do that. We keep Ford in as a backup player. Kyle Edwards, same situation really. He's got a bit more potential though. Bring him in as a rotation player. He'll be in the B team, get some game time. Championship, he will do all right in the Championship, but obviously we are aiming a little bit higher than the Championship in the future. I said Championship a lot there. Reece Brown, he's a player that I can't see really doing much at the club, to be honest, but we will keep him because I do want squad depth, and it's nice to play a B team because once you've got the big matches, it's nice to have one. Will Grigg, rotation, fair enough. He's 30, wants 1 year. We can do that while we're in this league. It's decent. Get him a short-term contract. Play for your money, lad. 10 grand, 4 grand, signing bonus. Happy to do that. Campbell, 64 overall. Can't see him do anything. Is coming in as a prospect. Can we just get him on a dirt cheap wage, 2 grand, just to have another striking option? Apparently that's insulting. For a 64 overall, it's not really, is it? So see you later, Campbell. We're obviously looking at our free transfers now, looking at potential incomings. I want to sign big players, and you don't get much bigger than this for our current situation. Dele Alli. I don't understand how I can possibly do this, how he would even want to be in talks with a Championship club. Might look like we're going to the Premiership, but he's 90 overall. 90. And because we've saved all that money, we can afford him on a free transfer. So obviously he's going to be crucial. Offer him a 5-year deal, he'll never take it. He wants 3. We can probably meet in the middle at 4. That's how this game works. It's a little bit ridiculous, this, but hopefully, we can bring in players of this calibre and make a good Premiership team. So he wants 110 grand a week, which is a lot less than he's on. I'm happy to pay that if he takes around $1 million signing bonus. He wants 125 at that. Do you know what? I'll do it. For a 90 overall, we'll do it. And we have just signed Dele Alli. Dele Alli. And we're in talks now with Ter Stegen, the 92 overall goalkeeper from Barcelona, right? How? How is this a possibility when you're in the Championship with Forest Green Rovers? I don't know, but we're doing it. Contract length, 3 years. Let's give it a go. What money does he want? We have got the money to spend. It's 2 million a signing bonus, 250 grand a week. Let's bring him in. Will he take it? He'll take it. That's the most we have ever paid. No one's getting 250 grand a week in the Championship. Now they are. Granted, by the time this season ends, we probably won't be in the Championship, so these players will be in the Premiership where they belong, you know. But we thought, why not stop there? Let's go for Niklas Sule, 89 rated, 26-year-old centre-back. Why not, you know? We've just gone for Dele Alli and Ter Stegen. Let's go for a quality centre-back. 4 years, 92 grand. I'm happy to pay 92 grand. Let's remove that bonus because I don't like appearance bonuses. But if he accepts that, he wants 99 grand now. I'm happy to do it again. We have got more than enough money to sign him on a free, and we've just signed 3 quality players. So I think, you know what? Push it further. Pogba's available on a free. Pogba. Paul Pogba. We're in the Championship, and I'm negotiating with Paul Pogba. 3-year deal. This is just ridiculous. Obviously, I don't want a release clause because I don't like those clauses. They just get annoying. I'm surprised they don't demand one, to be fair, if they come into a Championship clause. That would be a good way to do the realism. Demand a clause where they leave, you know, a release clause. So that way, if we didn't get to the Premiership, it could be real. They could be like, oh, nah, sorry, I'm bouncing. But yeah, we've just signed Pogba. I can't believe it. So I think let's push it even further. Dembele. Dembele's a player I absolutely love using on FIFA, and I know this is a sim to glory, so I'll never use him. So why don't we try and actually bring Dembele in and push this ridiculous transfer spree even further? We're obviously going to give him a crucial spot in the squad. I don't know how we're going to fit all these players in. What's he going to do? Be pinging balls to Wilfred Bonny up top? This is just ridiculous. Contract length, we try and give him 5 years. He wants 2. I'm surprised he's not just saying what exactly is a Forest Green Rovers and why am I here. I'm going to kill my agent. Okay. But he don't want a release clause. That's fine. 150 grand a week. That appearance bonus is hefty, though. Want to remove that, which means he'll probably want over 200, or 180 is how it works out. I'll do it for 180 a week. We are spending ridiculous amounts of money. I'm going to bankrupt Forest Green Rovers if I'm not careful. But I think I'll be careful, and I'm thinking I'm signing the right kind of players to make this squad absolute quality. Let's try and bring in Boateng as well, so we've got a good centre-back pairing, because centre-back pairings are quite crucial when you're simming games on this. You need a strong defence. 2 years. He's currently 125 grand a week, but he only wants 69 grand here. Gonna try and remove that clean sheet bonus. He'll probably want more wages. He wants 86 grand from that. But I'm happy to do it. Yet again, it's one of those players that we can bring in its absolute quality. And we're not stopping there. We're looking for backup quality players. So, players that aren't as exciting, but Philippe would be an actual marquee signing. If we were being realistic about this, marquee signing for us, and we just sign him casually there. Bernardo Silva is probably one that I think maybe we can just push it to a Bernardo Silva as well. I don't know how he'd work in with Dembele. He's currently on 260 grand a week. Can we bring him at 180 and $1 million? We can. We'll have to find a way to make those work in the team next season. Tolisso. Why not just go for all the free agents, because this game lets you do it. Okay. Maybe they understand my management, right? Let's make this realistic again. They understand how well I've been doing. They're like, we want to work with that manager. It's the dude from Dexterity Box. He's an awesome manager. We definitely have to play for him. That's how we're going to go with this and make it realistic, guys. Morata has signed as well. I'm looking at those players and just going, basically, we've just signed an entire squad. Because we have. So we are basically building for the best team that the Premier League has ever seen. And I'm trying to push my luck a little bit further. I love using Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on this game. So I'm going to try and bring him in as a crucial player and actually put him solidly in the midfield, because he is a great midfielder. Okay, now that insanity is over, let's get on with this FA Cup game. Bristol take an early lead, and I'm not enjoying this. We have just signed world-class talent, and we're losing to Bristol in the FA Cup because FIFA. I know we haven't actually got them in the team yet, but still. Oh, why isn't Mignolet playing? Why is Mignolet on the bench? Interesting. We are, however, second in the Championship. It's quite tight. We're only second by a point. This isn't actually looking as, solid as it could be. It's very competitive up at the top of the Championship. Wednesday you're in 19th. That is not something I want at all. But we're going to see what happens. Hopefully the squad have got it. Hopefully if we sim the rest of this season, get towards the end of it a little bit, and then obviously we'll slow roll it again. But I'm hoping we can pick up form and stay in those top 2, because I'd really like to go up automatically. To be honest, I don't want to be worrying about playoffs, but we haven't done it. Look there. We're 4th. We're going to have to go through the playoffs. This is not what I was expecting this season. Okay, so we have to do a little bit of the admin when you come off a massive sim. Look at players moaning about not being played. National teams being like, why haven't you texted me back, hun? I really want you to manage me. We just have to go through all that crap. And then we're going to have to go into the latter half of this season. Latter like last few matches. And hope we can claw into those automatic spots. I know we've got a game in hand, but that's going to be very difficult on a simulation system to claw into second. I don't think we're going to do it. I think we are going to have to end up going through the playoffs. Let's see what we can do. So we're against Cardiff. Full strength team now. Come on, boys. It's quiet first half. They get a goal. This is not looking good at all. We are definitely going in the playoffs if we can stay in the playoffs. They've got a goal that's just lasted them the whole match. They beat us 1-0 away at home. We've just lost at home to Cardiff. That is not good. West Ham as well. This is never an easy game when we're away. They get an early goal and then they double it in the second half. What's happening to our team? We're being beaten 3-0. Absolutely getting smashed. This is not going to plan. This team should be doing a lot better in the Championship. Forest Green against Derby. The Championship playoffs. We're here. Can we do it? We've made the playoffs, but can we do it? Can we get this ridiculous team next season? Can we bring those players into the Premiership where they belong? Or are they going to be the most OP Championship side ever? We get a goal. That's exactly what you want when you're at home in the Championship playoff first leg. We definitely want to be in the league. We don't want to concede now. So can we ride this out at a 1-0 win? We can. I would have liked it to be a little bit more comfortable, you know, going into the next match because we're now away from home and we've only got a 1-goal lead going into this, but we need to play well. On Derby soil, this could be a tough one. As you can see, they get an early goal and yet again, they've now got that home advantage behind them. It is level on aggregate. We need to do well here. They have got a red card though. That could be an advantage for us or not. Marriott scores in the second half for them. Is our playoff dream over? It looks like it, guys. We've got less than 10 minutes to actually do something here. Alia pulls it back. It's level. Jota. Oh my God, Jota's done it. Has he done it? It's going into extra time. He's done it in extra time. Jota actually did that in extra time. What a dramatic game. So we were losing, and then in extra time, we smash it. We're in the Championship playoff final against Wolves, guys. Can we do it? Can we get to the Premier League? 20 minutes gone, and it's just a... Oh, no. They score. We equalise. They score again. Come on, simulation. Give me some break. I filmed this so long ago, I've forgotten about it. Why are you doing this to me? 2-1. Can we get an equaliser? Can we push it to extra time? That's all I'm... Oh, no. That's pretty much it, isn't it? 3-1. 3-1. We've lost. We're in the Championship for another season. With that ridiculous team. Those players would, like, be rioting. Poor Pogba's coming to a Championship side. Can you imagine in real life? But yeah, West Ham, Bournemouth are the ones that went up. And obviously Wolves through the playoffs. QPR, Birmingham and Swansea go down from the Championship. This is where we obviously take a look at the other competitions. Arsenal beat Bristol in the FA Cup. So we got knocked out by the finalists. So I'll take that. We got knocked out by Bristol. Liverpool win the Premier League, which is what I'm sure they're hoping to do this season. 6 points over City, with Man United in third. So that was a bit of a title race, but they comfortably win it with 6 at the end there. Let's have a look who's getting relegated from the Premier League this season. And it is Brighton, Fulham and Leeds. Leeds on the bottom with 26 points there. Huddersfield clinging to it by the skin of their teeth. Unlike in real life, where they're down now. League One, Peterborough and Rotherham are up. I wonder who out of United, Oxford and Portsmouth and Bradford are going up. That'll be interesting to see. Sunderland haven't done well that season at all by the looks of it in League One. Going down, I think it's 4, is it? Is it Notts County, Fleetwood Town, Wickham and Colchester? That is 4 down. That is not good at all. Rochdale, Northampton and Burton. I think it's the first 3 that go up and then there's a playoff place. So I've no idea who will be going up through all of that. I think I've got the league system right. In the comments if I haven't, I might just be forgetting. If this was real life, Crawley and that lot, they would not be league teams anymore. PSG absolutely smash League One, absolutely dominating that French league. Just miles ahead of absolutely everyone. It's ridiculous. We look at some other teams here. This is the one I wanted. Bundesliga. Bayern have beat Leverkusen and Dortmund to the title. Not much of a surprise there, with Juventus also winning Serie A by 11 points, so they've absolutely smashed that league as well. Not too surprising yet again. Celtic have won the Scottish Premiership by 2 points. That must have been a tight season. Celtic and Rangers just 2 points apart. Can you imagine how much that must hurt them? Let's carry on into La Liga, and Real Madrid have won La Liga, 4 points ahead of Barcelona and 8 points ahead of Atletico Madrid. The MLS is obviously still in progress, but it looks like it's a fight between LA Galaxy, New York and Atlanta at the minute. It's all pretty much to play for. Liverpool beat Man City in the League Cup as well, so Liverpool are absolutely smashing it this season by the looks of it, which is good for the club. Obviously, Man City winning everything in real life. Did they have to remind me that we lost the playoffs and we're going to be the biggest championship club ever to exist with the calibre of players we've got? We obviously win the pre-season though, so thanks. Leverkusen have won the Super Cup, beating PSG. That's quite a big win for Bayern Leverkusen, so that's pretty decent. You wouldn't expect with PSG having this simulated home advantage there as well for them to lose. Man United beat Spurs in the Champions League final, which is an all-English Champions League final, which I always like to see. Quite a convincing win as well, 3-1, but at least it is 2 English teams. The Europa League, it's Arsenal who just about do it on penalties against AS Monaco. 2-2 throughout the normal game. That might have been with extra time. I wish you could see more detailed stats on those screens, but it is nice to see who wins. That's not always the case. Okay, guys, next season, the most overpowered championship season you have ever seen. It's going to be a good one. I'm quite excited to see what happens and see all the players just absolutely rip up that league. Can we set records? I don't know. It could be the biggest points tally ever in a championship season with the calibre of player we've got coming through. I assure you that episode will be coming out fairly soon. I'm not going to disappear again on this one. I've got a new setup. It was basically setup related issues for those who care. But the Sim to Glory is back. I'm not going to take it too long. I'm not going to spread it out. I did say I'd like to do 10 seasons. If we start absolutely dominating within like 2-3 seasons, we'll end it on an absolute high. But for now, guys, please watch the next episode. Go back and watch them if you need a reminder of where we've come from in this season. But for now, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on Dexterity Box.